Ha, goeie, mooi dat je er weer bent. Ik ben Rick. My name is Elisa. So today will be a rambling video. Why? Because I have wanted to start this channel a long time ago and I didn't. And I'm sick and tired of me being sick and tired of not doing it. And I want to change that. And one of the things that's blocking me is not really being camera shy, but not exactly knowing what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. And there's only one way to change that, and that is practice makes more perfect. And as long as I don't practice, I will not get any perfecter than I am today. So, rambling on simply because I need to take this hurdle. And it gives me a great opportunity to practice my tools. I have told you in previous videos that I'm using energetic tools to change anything I want to change, and I do. And it's relatively simple, but not really easy. So, what I'm doing now is practicing my tools in real life. And I had been watching many YouTubes of how to YouTube, and you have to have lists of what you want to say and the bullet points and writing out a script and all of that. And I did that. I have I think, a good video prepared. And I'm not yet willing to record it because of all the cow poop that is before that. So, what do I do when I meet with resistance? First is acknowledge that it's here. Hi, I'm feeling uncomfortable. I have resistance in doing this. And, well, I'm here. I'm doing it. So, what is this resistance? First, acknowledge. That's step one. Always step one, acknowledge that there is a problem of whatever kind. And today it is about growing on YouTube and growing with YouTube. And thank you for letting me blabber, and maybe you don't. That's okay as well. I'm doing this anyway because I have to get over this hurdle. So, step two is, what is this? Why is it here? And what can I learn? What is this is probably me being conscious of everything else that everybody that's starting out is being conscious of. And what if I don't take that on as mine? And what if I don't decide that this is the way it has to be and everybody does it this way and so I do too? Which is not truth, and I'm returning that to senders now. That's why the window is a little bit open. And I'm not outside because it's too windy, and the microphone I use currently doesn't support being outside in windy conditions, so that's why I'm in the car. Step three would be let go, like I did, and this is simply the energetic way of doing it. It seems silly, but it works, and I have practiced that not enough, but I've been doing that for 25 years now, collecting all the self-help methods and whatever. And yeah, like any other tool, if it's in the box in the shed, even a screwdriver cannot do its job. And when it's in the box in the shed, it's not of a value. So starting to use my tools, and one of them is breathing. And I haven't that mastered yet, and still I'm breathing, and I have been practicing that for 57 years, so I can do it. And how would my life be, and how would my body feel if I practiced that more? And I'm still going. So, next deep breath. And when you see me yawning like this, that is my body releasing stored up energies. So, it's a good sign for me that I'm yawning, and it might not be very attractive. And if you want to stay with me on this channel or in real life, you'll have to get used to it, because that's who I am and that's how my body reacts when releasing energies. And I'm always happy to have that happen. It lets me know that something is changing. So, where was I? Where am I going with this? Well, that is exactly what I want my channel to be about, to take you with me in my journey. And for now, it is similar but not quite to the videos I have watched of people talking about how YouTube changed my life in 5 months or in a year. And this is how YouTube is changing my life as of now. And if you want to, you can travel with me and watch me stumble through my first videos and see in real life how YouTube is changing my life. And I'm also taking you with me in how the rest of my life is changing. This channel is called The Inner Fork, and that has a reason, of course, and I will try and explain it now kind of comprehensively. And my thoughts are racing as they are mostly racing. So, what would it be like if that would be easier? And it will be when I practice. The beginning of this year, I didn't feel well. My body wasn't okay. My mind was not okay. Um, I chose to go lower carb. And that meant in that instance that I took out the sugars that I added in my coffee and other things. And that was plenty for that first week. I was not able to change anything else. And well, 4 cups of coffee a day with two cubes of sugar in each. That means 32 grams of sugar in a day that I had less only with changing the sugar, no sugar coffees. Again, being angry at myself of having so many tools like the screwdriver in the box and not using them. The first question I asked, and I kept repeating it over and over and over, out loud if I could, and that'll be the next one. The question is, what has to change that will optimize my health and well-being? What has to change that will optimize my health and well-being? And I asked that for 3 days in a row. And that's how I woke up the next morning knowing I had to take out the sugars and the grains. And mentally, I cannot really explain why. And if I ask these questions over and over and over again, like what has to change, not maybe, not someday, what has to change, what must change now, that was what my intuition told me: take out the sugars, take out the grains. It took me at least 6 weeks to come to the point that I did not add any sugars and no artificial sweetness where I can help it, simply because what's in stores, yeah, you can buy it, you cannot buy it. And I pay attention to what's in it, and if there's grains or added sweetness in it, I don't buy it anymore. So body wise, that has changed as well, and I have made notes, really high tech. You can't even see it. Well, here are my notes from where I started and where I am now, because I know a lot of people who watch the dieting channels want to know. Not that I think it's important, but still. So my height is non-existent. I'm 1 meter 63 centimeters, which is 5'3". And at the time I was 72 kilos, which is about 158 in pounds. BMI, I'm not sure if people still talk about it, but it was 27. And so now I am 61 kilos, and I did not write that down, but that's the normal weight for my height. And my BMI has gone down to 23, which is in the green range. So, yay for that. That took me only 3 months to at least have the weight to a normal proportion for my height. And so now the and weight was not why I did it. I wanted to feel better, and I do. and still improvements to be made. And I'm very happy with that. What's next? Well, in the fork, the name came because I realized it's not so much about the food, it's also about what's going on inside here. Um, what I feed myself and how I feed my inner self talk. And then there was a conversation with a family member who has some serious health issues, and he refused to change his eating habits. And there was a nice conversation, and he was kind of no, that doesn't matter. But at one point, I said, "Well, yeah, okay, genetics may be true. What a doctor says may be true and may work for you, and he said you can't have everything under your control." And he's right, we can't have anything under control, or not everything, but I can control what's on my fork. And thinking about that made me name this channel The Inner Fork. And yay, I'm over 10 minutes already, so that's a record. Improving. So, what The Inner Fork hopefully, no, it will bring to you the tools to that I use to change my life. And that's not just about calories and micro and macro intakes and that kind of stuff. I don't need to. There's plenty of YouTube channels that do those things. And the energetic side and the psychological side of changing whatever it is in your life, I don't see many people talking about that in the energetic way. So that's what I'm here for. And for now, the first few videos will be like this one, just me getting used to talking to you with the script, without a script. We'll see how it goes. But for now, how is YouTube changing my life? This is part one, and there will be many more. So I think I'll leave it for that at that for now. Next time, I hope to be outside. As you can see outside my window, it is quite windy, and this microphone doesn't support that. I told you that already. So, well, that's it. And thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for connecting with me. And until next time. Onthoor een keer. Bye.